Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 17. And I have to apologize right off the bat because I actually forgot today was Wednesday. And usually I try to get my videos up about 9:45 in the morning. And I think I actually was still asleep then. Well, yes, I was. And why was I? Because we flew back in from Las Vegas. We left Vegas. Oh gosh, actually, let me just tell you how the whole thing started because it was a day and a half. So our flight, my husband and I's flight from Vegas to Toronto was at 10:50 at night on the Monday night. My dad and brother's flight to London, England was at 9:30 p.m. So we decided we had to check out of the hotel anyway by noon. We would all go to the airport together, find a nice restaurant and hang out there for a while, had a nice meal together before they left, and then we left. That was the plan. So we get to the airport about 2 o'clock. And there's absolutely nothing on that side of the airport. There's hardly even any chairs. And we were able with Air Canada to check in right away for our 11 p.m. flight. Not a problem. My brother and his dad could not check in with British Airways till 3 hours before departure. So that meant we all couldn't go through to the other side together, which would have all the shops and the cafes and the restaurants and the seating. So we had to sit for 3 hours on the side that had nothing. I think you could probably get a coffee and a tea if that. There was only a handful of chairs, so we snagged them quick. And we sat there from like 2 o'clock until 6 o'clock. And then, so of course I pulled out my cross stitch. And then from there, we went through the security and all that stuff, and all that went really well. And we found a really nice restaurant, had a meal together, that was great. And then waited around for their flight left, then waited around for our flight. So basically we were sitting around from 2 o'clock in the afternoon until we got on the plane at 20 past 10. And then the plane left at 10:02 or something, whatever time it was, 10 to 11. And it was a 4-hour flight. I think we both managed to get sleep. Not great, you know the way it is. And then of course we arrive in Toronto. That's all great, fine, brilliant. But we had a 3.5 hour wait in Toronto to get the 50-minute flight to Ottawa. So we found a nice restaurant and we had some breakfast and we sat around a bit more waiting, and then we finally got home, picked the car up at the airport, drove home. I think we got here about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which it was just such a long day. So both of us just dumped the cases, went to bed, and I think I slept till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I was in a rush. But I was so tired yesterday, so tired. I think we were back in bed at 10 o'clock that night, but oh my gosh. So I totally forgot that today was Wednesday. So yesterday I needed to do a video. So that great big long explanation was to let you know why this video is up late today. Oh, I think I need another rest. Anyway, while I was in Vegas, I only took 2 pieces of cross stitch with me. I took my Monday night cross stitch, which is the baby sampler. I took my Wednesday, which is my whip go, which again is the baby sampler for these 2 weeks. And I took my Sunday night cross stitch, which was the jungle baby sampler. And the only reason I took both of them was because currently they live in the same bag, and it was just easier for me to take one bag. So If you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is the baby sampler that I call baby sampler because it has no name, just says that. I think it has a number, if that's any good to anybody. It does come in pink as well, but of course I'm doing it in blue because I have baby boys right now. And so this is one that's going to be for Leo, who is my baby grandson that lives out in Nova Scotia, and he is 4 months old now, I think. So here is where I have got with that. I have finished all his flesh. This is actually his bit of face that's leaning into the blanket. Got all the flesh done on him. So now I have the hair and the head to work on, and I've started on this side of the blanket, and he's really coming on really nice. I love the way the texture is between the 2 strands and the 1 strand, just to give sort of like the illusion of baby skin and sun dappled looks, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this is coming on really nice. I'm really liking it. Now, let me just show you this again. So this is the part I'm about to start. What I want to know, Leo has blonde hair like his dad. I mean, very blonde hair. Should I change the color? It's only 2 colors in the brown. Should I change that to look for the look of Leo, or leave it the same? This is a kit, so I have the thread. I'd have to go into my stash and pull out colors that would resemble Leo's hair color. What do you think? I'm kind of leaning towards doing the blonde because I love to change colors and make it more suitable for my family. Make it literally look like my family. So anyway, tell me what you think. I think that's a great idea. So that's where I am with that one. Very happy with how it's coming out. The other one that I'm working on for Tristan, who is my 2-year-old grandson, for my other son that lives in the village next to me. So I had finished him, and I was working on the grass and starting the zebra while I was gone. And this is where I've got. So the grass is all finished around the elephant's feet. I haven't done the back stitch, obviously. I'm going to wait till the end for that. And I've just started on the hooves of the front hooves, I guess, of the zebra. So that's where I got to with my cross stitch. So what are you working on? I'm excited to get back to my fall on the farm, which will be this Friday, because I feel like it's been 2 weeks since I touched it. So I'm excited to get back into that. That's why I love setting up my cross stitch and having them on different nights of the week, because then I'm always excited for the next time I pick that one up, you know, and I don't get bored with any of them that I'm working on. It may look sometimes like I've not done a lot of stitching on it, because there might be a lot of color changes, or I may have only managed to stitch for an hour, hour and a half that night, because we might have other stuff on. Like, I think I'm actually going out this Friday night. Shock horror. Oh my gosh, is my social life starting up again? So, you know, by the time I get home and start working on Fall on the Farm, I may only get an hour's worth in before I turn in for the night. But I just really enjoy doing the different days. Do you guys do that? Do you spend a certain day on a certain cross stitch, or do you just stitch whatever you're in the mood for? Who knows? Coming up in May, I have signed up for the Fat Quarter Shop's new stitch along that starts in May. I forget what it's called. I totally don't remember. If I do, I'll put the name down, and I will give you a link where you can sign up to get that. You get it emailed, the PDF, and it goes over 4 weeks, and I believe they send you a new piece. It's just like the one I did last year, which is the very first one I ever did with them, first ever stitch along, and that was the sail away one that I did. And I enjoyed doing that immensely. So this one looks kind of cool. I feel like it has a house in it. Anyway, don't know. Don't know. So I'll put a link anyway. And I'm going to call this a day right now. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please come back next Wednesday for another floss tube. But if you like quilting and quilting fun, tomorrow I'm putting together the first clue of the Cotton Cuts Spring Mystery Kit. So check out that. That will air at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And then on Friday is my regular Quilty Fun, which will be at 9:45 a.m. Anyway, I'm going. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I'm happy I'm home from Vegas. I missed my dog, and it's nice to be back with Toby and just lay in my own bed with my own pillow. Anyway, have a great time. See you, bye.